say I'm back as if like, yeah, I left. I did not, obviously. I just I'm like scattered everywhere today. I like woke up. I tried to wake up early, but I kept falling back asleep. Just had to like, oh, hello, welcome. Let me turn my light on. I forgot my light. Yes, I am everywhere. Oh yeah, this is the reason why I asked for games in the, what's it called? I haven't had my coffee. It's right next to me, but so like my brain hasn't activated. The neurons aren't bouncing. But that's why I asked for board game suggestions, because I wanted to try and make a horror poster from a board game. I saw someone do that. Like there was like art of that already, and I was like, I want to give that a shot. I want to try that. It's not gonna be finished, cause like it's I ain't got no time for that. But it will be a sketch, and I'll try to get it like colored and filter. Throw filters on it, make it all spooky. You know, the whole shebang. If you will. Let me get my coffee right over here. And hopefully my stream doesn't die in the process, because like in order to get out of that, I'm gonna have to get a bunch of references, and I did not get those references yet. So I maybe my model and all stuff may be slow, but yes. It's not exactly horror movie sized on my canvas, but like, I just realized I didn't even open the screen share. Also, I've been contemplating just making like a slideshow, a slideshow choose your own adventure game instead of a whole programming, but like at the same time, there's like assets to just like copy and paste into things like RenPy. So like, I'm still really wanting to do that, but I'm still on the fence. And hello, welcome. Hello, hi. Eats your face all cutely. Rips your bones out of your body. Ooh woo. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna drink my coffee now. I'm gonna bring my sane juice. I mean, it's more like my insane juice. It makes everything a little funnier. Coffee is like the equivalent to like your guys' to like alcohol for those crunching the bones. Sorry, I'm looking at things, just making sure everything's working well. Let me share. Are you gonna work? Hello? And I forgot to turn on Do Not Disturb. So you know what's gonna happen? All these reading videos of my notifications are gonna go crazy. Hurry up. My guy. Also, know what I realized as I was sleeping? I realized that my design for my human form is exactly like one of the character designs I did for the character of like this comic I'm making. Let me actually turn this off real quick. Oh, it's not on here, is it? Damn it. I'll look for it later. I'll show you in the Discord, but like, now I'm like upset because I'm like, oh, the outfit, it was so cute in my brain, but now it's literally just a remake of one of my characters, one of my OC's outfits, and so now I'm sad. It's like its own version. It's not exactly the same. Like it's her. She has a full sweater with like sleeves, but it's the same sentiment. And she has like the chest wrap thing. Like it's not it's over her chest slightly, I think, instead of in front of her chest, but still, it's literally almost the exact same silhouette. It's upsetting to me. I'm upset. I've upsetted myself. Not looking for a horror movie, just horror movie posters. And one of the things I saw that I really liked was Pop-Up Pirate, which is, well, I think who recommended that? Someone recommended spider. Sorry, there's a spider on screen, and I don't like spiders. And then there's ones like for Hungry Hippo and all that stuff. I'm probably gonna use a lot of like just mashing up assets together. Not gonna lie. So like that's what most horror movies do. They just take assets and just. Though like at the same time, I'm not sure what era I want to do horror. Do I want to do like an artsy kind of like, this like the kind of like horror movies from like the 80s and all that stuff, where it's like actually like somewhat drawn out, like a bunch of crazy colors, or like should I do like a more modern kind of thing where it's like kind of obvious? Cause like I'm like there's like artsy ones where it's like completely black. I actually probably should share my screen for this. Well, I mean I could just change it. Oh, where's everything? I'm just nervous because horror movies usually have boobs, so like I'm just like different eras. This is pretty good. This is actually a really scary, freaky looking poster. But yeah, something like this where it's like super artsy. And then there's, of course, like something a little more, I believe a little more modern, where it's still kind of scary. But it's like, I don't know, it's not as artsy. Stuff like this, where it's like very artsy. I'll just see what comes to me for popping the pop pirate. For popping the pirate. For pop beep. My brain is like falling apart. Let's make sure I'm spelling it right first. I was gonna do Connect 4, but I don't really know what I do for Connect 4. Like, I don't know. I keep wanting to make it like a death trap deal, but like at the same time, it's like, I don't know. So pop. Okay. Hiccups. Played by gods, yes. Wait, Connect 4 played by gods? I mean, I feel that'd be interesting, but like, sorry, I'm like looking at all the images. I feel them actually pretty good. So I'm checking in all the info. A lot of them are like, if I were to make like a real poster, I'm gonna use what's it called? That one brush I have. I like the prettiness. Okay, barrel. Gonna do the obvious. I'm just gonna do like a down view. No, too many bars. No. I'm not sure quite what to do. Never could be disconnection of the human body. That's what I was thinking, kind of. Or it's like, it's not really meant to be like an execution per se. It's supposed to be like a movie plot. That's the thing that's hard about this, is that it has to like flow into some kind of plot, kind of a little bit. Ooh, how about instead of Connect 4, those people in the circle? I get what you mean. So I'm like trying to think of like the plot. My brain is like working overtime in a short amount of time. What game horror poster will it be? At this point, I'm leaning more towards like a pop-up pirate, and it being basically like it's not like a horror movie, but like, or kind of a horror movie. It's like a horror thriller, like Nope was, where it's not like jump scare and spooky stuff scary, but like suspenseful. Basically, I'm thinking like someone's like trapped in a barrel on a ship, like being kidnapped. They're being kidnapped. Typically a young lady, because that's always more suspenseful. And at some point in the movie, or like, yeah, at some point in the movie, there's a scene where like they stick swords in the barrel to test if they're like in there, or like to freak her out, basically just to torture her, be like, oh, just not a sword or knife, boop, boop, boop. Like basically she's a spectacle at some point, like they to just mess with her on her. It's like human trafficking. Remember, this is a horror movie. It can be kind of scary. It can be kind of not safe for human existence. Probably not. I don't know. I'm feeling kind of vibing. Well, I mean, we're just the poster. We're not supposed to think of the ending, really. It's just supposed to think of the general plot. So I don't know if it's like gonna be like. I don't think she's gonna pop out though, quite yet. Or like somewhat human trafficking, where like she's trying to hide, and she hides in one of the barrels for most of the movie, and she's just trying to stay quiet. And they slowly realize, oh, we need to check the barrels. So then instead of opening them, because they're supposed to be filled with like some kind of like wine or something very important that they're shipping with her, they can't like really like look inside it. So they decide, oh, let's stab it with these instead, so that it can still be closed when we stab into it. But we know for a fact if there is anyone in there, that like, you know, when we open it, they'll already be dead. I'm talking like really like tiredly. Let's see. Pirate could be the pirate. Yeah, so yeah. Well, we got the image in our head at least, where it's like, what's it called? My brain is not working. Where it's like basically girl in barrel, people stab knives into it. That's what I'm getting. Let me just look up. I don't even think it needs to be like super crazy. Sorry, now I'm just trying to think of how like to format it, because it could be like a very like kind of artsy thing going on, where it's like. It just kind of slowly goes into like this darkness. Ah, of course that happened. Right when it was getting good. Claustrophobia art. Hold on, I'm looking it up. Yeah, there's a lot of oh, this is what I see here. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna restart it. Oh, restart the stream. Or not the stream, the screen share. Okay, thank you. That helps a lot. So like a lot of these are like really artsy. So like I'm trying to look for stuff that is like more like movie poster worthy, I guess. Oh, there's that one movie with Ryan Reynolds. That's like he's strapped in a box. I wonder what the poster was for that. I'll try to see if I can mimic that. It's not 80s, but like, it's maybe for claustrophobic. Where do we go? Where's the name of the movie? It's not there. The exam. Oh, there it is. Buried. 2010. Sorry, now you're just looking at me look to the side. promise I'm looking. I'm trying my bestest. Okay, it has the very 2010s horror movie poster, where it's literally just a scene, basically a screenshot and zoomed in. Actually, it's kind of funny, not gonna lie. It's kind of like a comedy almost. Yeah, a lot of this isn't particularly very like. Yeah, dang it. Well, let me actually put it back on where it's like kind of like 80s. That's what I was going with, where it's like 80s and you can only see this much. It's like. Trying to like curve everything. Black. Well, maybe like this, like where it's like sharp at the end. I'm not sure if you can understand it, but like, that's what I mean. Could be words portray the sword coming from a different angle. True. Over there. Okay, I'm gonna put that sketch away. I'm going back over here to movie posters because there are a few that are actually really good that I really would do. That like 80s and like all that stuff. Well, a surprising amount actually aren't really like. What's the word? They're mostly like very straight up, just like flat letters, and it's like I'm trying to look for, because I know what you mean. I just don't know. My brain's just not letting me like do it, if that makes sense. What is it? Thanksgiving 3. Killing. Sorry, killing. I know that a lot of movie posters are like very much. I guess like also like almost like shirt designs too, which I guess could help. Okay. So I'm just like looking at stuff. I'm looking at references and everything. I get what you mean. I just can't find any reference that would let my brain do it. There's a lot of like goopy art or title stuff, or like the title is like on something, written on something, but none of it is like the title is the thing. My brain doesn't want to work. Put that down for a minute. Maybe something like very artsy, where it's like very bright red. Hold on. Let me just. Okay, that's one idea I have. So I know I'm just like trying to do something. Very like artsy. Very arting. I keep saying artsy as if that's gonna change something. But yes. Hold on. the center. I'll make a barrel intimidating. I'm making like a holy symbol, like a little, like sun in the center, but like a barrel. There's always like God iconography at some point in movies like these for some reason. So like God stuff. Pray to the Lord, she ain't gonna die. Then basically the sword is the whole thing. Oh wait, I forgot. It's not gonna be that. It's gonna be. Okay. I think I'm getting somewhere. I think this is getting somewhere. Where'd the title be? I guess. Maybe something like that? I don't know. 1 minute. Make sure it's like. I'm not sure how long the swords would be if it were actually going on, but like, sometimes posters over exaggerate, so it's fine. This is too. Some God iconography with sun. How did she get herself in this precarious situation? Is it like a just randomly kidnapped kind of deal, or is it like she like somehow purposely got herself in this situation? Like like in the movie Fall, or like it's like they didn't intend to die up there, but like they, I guess. Well, I mean, it's not like they died, but you know what I mean. No, you don't. You haven't seen that movie. That movie's actually pretty good. I mean, yes. It fit the same trope of like woman trapped in an area or something that you didn't mean to get into. You're very like boring features. She's very normal, human, being her human self. Okay, well, now I have a different idea. Where it's like similar, basically this, but like remove this part. I have so many ideas now, out of nowhere. Then throw her down. Let's see if I can press it like this, or like. Centered? Is it centered? I think it's pretty centered. Yeah, it seems pretty centered. Hey, get back here, you are. Sorry. Sorry, I was a little possessed for a second. He's a squirrel. Again, a lot of these posters are like in the middle. Oh god. So I'm just erase this. Can't wait for the finished product. Oh, that's good. Thank you. I mean, I'm just messing around with a bunch of products, just everything. Nothing is sacred. Nothing is solid yet. I think I accidentally made it go like they look like they're going into her mouth, but that's okay. It's gray. It's not perfect, but oh well. Trying to think what I have no clue what she's gonna be wearing, but I'm pretty sure she's just gonna be a boring girl and be like in a t-shirt. She's gonna be your basic everyday girl, your girl next door. Oop. I should press the wrong thing. Oh, and it kind of looks like a ship too, like a ship wheel. Oh, like a pirate ship wheel. Man, I keep falling into coincidences, and it's like actually working out. About pirate? And be like a little listener, just like be like, eh. Nah, I feel like it's a little on the nose. Let's look through more posters. There's like so many posters around here. Jesus. I mean, of course, there's a bunch of movies in existence, but still, like, some of them don't even really make sense. They're just like, ooh, this is a pretty crazy sight. The Stuff. You cannot see that. I watched The Stuff. It was pretty odd. It wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't like really good either. I like the effects. Aww. Sorry, I'm just like looking at things. Just going everywhere, going. Okay, the highway merge. Okay, I see where this is going. A lot of these are just like straight up like just slasher films, so it's hard to like equate them to something like this. Make it like artsy. I keep saying artsy, like it's gonna change anything. Jesus Christ. Do I want to do like the straight up red thing or like? Cause like for some reason recently in horror movies they've been doing this thing where like everything's just like bright red with like. Oh. Sorry if this melts your eyeballs. It's certainly melting mine. Oh. Then make this like a faded color. Go under that too. Spooky. spooky. Mm-mm. Why is it actually doing something for me? Why is this doing something for me? Hold on. I'm gonna roll with this idea in a bit, but like first I'm just gonna with my first idea. Hold on, Fred. So I'm like trying really hard. I'm trying. It's like, oh. Because a lot of them are like not symbolic, but like almost like I can't get the words out. They're all almost like made for t-shirts, if that makes sense. Nowadays movie posters don't really have that. We're going the whole like poster route, then like hold on, go back to the sketching pencil, or not poster route, I mean the whole like artsy meant for like fun route. I guess like something like this would do, where it's like leaving the poster, ooh, spooky, spooky, spooky. Spooky. Then make this black so it has at least some like contrast. Probably. Nah. Let's make it white. Forgot it's like pressure sensitive. I was wondering why it's not covering the whole thing. Hello, welcome. So I'm trying to think we're doing horror movie posters. Oh, this isn't too graphic. Let me change the poster. A little more like. I can also just straight up, because like there's a lot of things with just items, but they have blood on them. Like a minute. Like if I wanted to go more classic route, I could just like straight up just do a barrel. Like black. Hormone poster day. Hormone posters. How can I commission you? My commissions are in the link below. Just basically DM me on Twitter. my commission info is down below. You can also do like the classic, like something like it was like not too crazy. Or it's literally just this with like a knife sticking out. With the look at that. Turn it down. See then. Okay. Very easy, very simple, very classic. And then again, bright red background. Blood meltingly red. This under it, see if that helps. Yeah, it helps a little bit. Not the bestest. It's not the bestest, and no problem. Yeah, it's all good. Because it's using so much of my like ability to like focus, it's like, I don't know, it's made it hard to speak. Usually I have such an easy time wording, but especially for something like this, it's really hard to like. Well, maybe you know what I can do actually. Try something. First, let me close all these, so that it doesn't do that again. It's like a freaking. Okay. I like this idea, but like, I don't know. And then like maybe somewhere over here, just like to add a little bit of color. Ah, get up there. There we go. I'm broke. Why is it so expensive? Because I am broke as well. And it takes a lot of my time and energy. Like even as you can see with this, it's just for fun. But even now, I'm using a lot of my brain power. It takes a lot of time for me to do it. It takes a lot of work, especially if I want it to be like good. Yeah, a little well, not classics. Like more so like. How do I say this? It's a lot less in your face, I guess. I guess it's more so like a logo look, like a logo-ish kind of example. Ugh. Or it's like, kind of. I do not. Not a lot of people take my commissions. Because I'm so established in the DR community that like not a lot of people are like commissioning for my other stuff. Except for like one person, and even then it was like a DR commission basically. It was a mix. It was the DR style with the with my model thing. But yes, I make okay money, not enough to live on, but like enough that like to pay rent, which is luckily cheap with my roommates. I kind of like this one just because how simple it is, but like, I don't know. Like that. This one with that in it. It's a kind of extra. She's a little extra. Hold on. making sure, like trying to make it a point. And then rendering it out slightly to be like, oh, it's actually the knife. What do you have? A knife! No! Okay. And I'm gonna add this to a folder because it's like all one thing, but not really. And I don't want to like push them all together. Then this one was kind of like artsy, and then this one was like more like, depends on how I render it, but it could be 80s or like now. Also, resents an eye. Yeah, that's what I noticed too. And what I really like about this, at least like outside of like all of that. Oh, outside of all that, it's like it does look like an eyeball. That it like I noticed it halfway through, but I didn't want to say anything just in case. I was like, oh, wouldn't eye make sense? But it's like a lot of posters don't really do have a lot of eye like imagery, just to make it, because like for some reason the eyes are always freaky when it turns into getting stabbed or anything. I don't know this. I'm gonna put it up. I'm this is more. Yep. I'm actually just gonna make it like its own thing. Pirate. Then move that to the centaur. Just like remove, then like community. Bunch of random text at the bottom being like, oh, it's this and this person was in it, and this person did that. How the credits. Okay, there's that. There's this. That was this. Yeah, the whole thing. And then this. Yeah, kind of fits. And yeah, these are like 3 of the most basic ideas I got. What are we rolling with? Because of course I'm leaning more towards this one and this one. This one because it's simple but it's also effective, and like it fits that like logo thing I was talking about. But this also fits that, but it's a little more artsy. Though like it's gonna be a little harder to like fully like realize it. Oh man, my music stopped on my hand. It's wondering if I'm alive, and I said yes I am alive. I'm not dead. But yeah, there's like another one I'm gonna do where it's like more like rendered out, where it's like a person just literally like in a barrel. Oh my, I'm getting a lot of breakouts. Well, not breakouts, like 1 or 2 zits every while on my chest and my shoulders, and it's annoying because it's never happened this much before. I think it's because I got this new like face wash. It's been messing with my face too, so I like threw it away. And yeah, also the reason why this like, oh, I didn't do that right. The reason why I want to do a movie poster thing is because like, I don't know, I've been seeing a lot of movie posters and they look pretty cool, and I was like, I should probably lean more into the horror aspect of my whole thing. So yes. Woo. And then horror plus art equals movie poster or game poster. And I keep dropping my freaking pen because my hands don't work. I want to save PNG. Change that out. Maybe I can just make the colors a little more like subdued instead of that bright red. Ah, wrong person! I've disappeared. There we go. My mic isn't like pointed at me. Also my roommate changed their schedule changed. So luckily, I know it's happening, but like it changed like right before the day of my appointment. So like my what's it called? My my, my therapy stuff is now I have to walk, which isn't too far. It's like only a 30-minute walk, and it's like that's not too far. Like, I've walked further. I've walked for hours. But like it takes me that long to like get to like the store and all that stuff. But I'm like leisurely walking, so it's not too much. It's like an hour in total, I guess. It's good that I live in an area with like a bunch of stuff everywhere. Hold on, let me just change the color to this. I wonder if this will work. Hold on. Nope. What the heck? Why is it like crunchy? Why is she all crunchy? I have no idea how this thing works, but oh. Ah, wrong button again. There we go. Okay. What are your thoughts on fan service? I don't really like it. Like a lot of times, fan service is like very much like it's very male gazy, and it's often done to women more so, and even it's like very rare for women. Like fan service happen for men. A lot of times it's for men. For women, a lot of times it's a lot of times it's for men, and a lot of times uncomfortable, like an uncomfortable amount of times it's of underage girls. So like I'm kind of iffy. I don't really like it, but I see the appeal. I don't know. It just feels like it's just kind of objectifying at times. Cause like it's one thing when a character is like sexy to be sexy and they're like purposely sexy, but then a character is like basically like they're in their world they just like are basically just trying to be normal, but then we're constantly getting things like panty shots and boob shots or like butt shots and all stuff, and then like we finally like actually see the character and it's like, but we didn't have to see those other parts. We could just shown that she was a girl. Like a lot of times fan service is very much even like kind of messes with the story. Like there'll be scenes where like it like does that to like for and like takes space from like the actual story, and it just doesn't feel right. It just isn't right. It isn't right. Me too. What about if they're not underage? Still, it goes into that like objectifying territory. Usually, like where it's usually just the women are sexy to be sexy, and it's not. There's like no real story to it, if that makes sense. Or not to them, to it in general, but like, as in like how do I word this? As in, da na 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 da na na. Sorry. As in, as in like what's the word? Yeah, just general objectification, where like that character is mostly a sex symbol, or like just like the fact like, oh, they're probably the love interest, or they're probably like the hot one of the group. It usually becomes that when it's just when they basically turn the character into something to just look at rather than who the character is. And they basically like what Mikon was. Like she was basically like a nothing character up till like she went like and like she just fan service and shy. That was her thing, and then she went crazy and all that stuff, and then she became part of the story. But overall, she's mainly just for sex and fan service, which is also kind of messed up because she's implied to have like sexual trauma. So it's like it's just one of the things where it's not the bestest. And yeah, I don't care what this is. I see. There are some anime where fan service is done right, like Food Wars in a way. Kind of. In terms of fan service, they do a lot of. It's much. You're thinking of like food fan service, But a lot of times, as I was watching the show, a lot of the characters were also very much like a lot of the girls who are like really known for being like super smart or like built up to be super cool. Often just become like a part of the main character's harem, or just kind of disappear in the background, or like aren't as important as like what they were a lot of times. So like I like Food Wars, but the way they portray women and they use fan service isn't really actually the best. In my personal womanly opinion. In my own opinion. Again, I'm not sure. Okay, what am I doing? I've been talking about it this whole time. Yeah, I do like the eye finish. And yeah, I'm sorry. My explanations ain't cheaper. I gotta make the big money to get paid to be able to live. I don't know. I really like this one. Like, I get the other one being like really artsy, but like I'm kind of leaning towards this one just because like it's simple, but not too simple, if that makes sense. I guess because of the fact that it's drawn rather than like a straight up image, which if when it is a straight up image, it's probably not gonna be as effective. But yeah, I'm gonna roll with this one. I'm gonna roll with this. No. Yeah. I'm not sure. Why am I so unsure? I'm gonna move this because I really like this one. I'm gonna delete that. I want to try rendering it out a bit more because like I feel like that's the problem here. Is that she's very much not rendered out, so she looks weird. So I'm gonna cut her out. Pardon me. Okay, see you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Don't they do it to men too? Not really. A lot of times it's actually they do it to men, but it's so rare. Like, but like and like they purposely know what they're doing. If that make of course they purposely know what they're doing with female too. But it's what's the word? It's usually played for laughs or like in terms of like it being more, how do I say this? Less deviant, I guess the word is. Where like a lot of times, a very uncomfortable amount of times, the characters that get fan serviced are doing it against like they're in a situation where it wouldn't be common. Like let's say Free, for example, which is a very good anime. That's not happening. Anyway, example. Where, oh, that's why it's all blocky, because when I get close up. Anyway, but yes, as an example, like Free, yes, there's male fan service, but you know they're swimmers, so they're gonna be half naked. While things like a lot of times in like school anime, what's it called? Women are ogled, and not women, young girls are like usually ogled when they probably shouldn't be. Oh, she looks horrifying. And unlike Free, where it's like, you know, the situation is that they are undressed because, you know, they kind of have to be. A lot of times women end up like becoming undressed, not really of their own volition, so it feels a little wonky. Yes. I do enjoy Free. Not my favorite anime, but I do like it. I really do like it. It's a good anime. Though it's very like queer baity. Well, not queer baity, but like it's very much safe. It's very safe. If that makes sense. Like, just make them kiss. Make the boys kiss. Make them kiss their faces together. Kiss like they're gay. But yes, oh yeah, a lot of times it's the context as well. Because a lot of anime where it's like, oh, this guy's shirtless. Oh, this guy's sexy. It's for the ladies. It's usually not really objectifying to the men. And it's usually in a situation where, like, how do I say this? Where it's not as bad, I guess. I don't know what the word to give it. Basically, like, when a man is shirtless in anime and, like, supposed to be fan servicey, it's not, like, as dubious compared to, like, when a girl is shirtless or, like, is, like, undressed. If that makes sense. It makes me want to practice swimming more. I cannot swim. Oh, I can swim. It's just that I'm not, like, a swimmer. Free made me nervous. I'm just like, don't drown! Because I am bad at swimming. Okay, I'm not bad either. I'm just not a strong swimmer. For the first few years of my life, I did, like, doggy paddling. I'm not giving her a bang. I feel like she'd have, like, the, like, swept hair look. Oh, it's back? Yep. Let's see. Hold on. I'm just trying to get the thing. And get more toned. Yeah. I'm kind of iffy on, like, I'm not like well, I mean, I'm not a toned kind of person. Like, I'm not really into getting, like, my body toned per se. I'm not, okay. Yeah, I'm not chubby, but I'm soft. I'm a soft person. And, like, I was kind of like a person who was more toned a while ago. But, like, I'd rather not. I mean, I like being thin, but, like, being soft is nice. I'm trying to get this right. How the frick do you do people looking up? Hold on. Oh, man. I do a bunch of our people, like, slightly looking up, but it's, like, anime-y, so it's, like, a lot, not as, like... Oh. I'm sorry. Let me see them just as friends, honestly. I do not. Literally nobody sees them as friends. They are all gay. They're gay. Gayer than gay. They are all homosexual. And they do gay people things. Sorry. I'm like taking after this one TikToker that like they're trans, but they like make homophobic jokes. Like they're like, gays. Or like I think there's one girl who's like also trans. This is a weird thing in I think the trans community. Well, not really, because like it's not really a thing. It's like a joke between everyone. Where it's like everyone's like, those gays. And the joke is that like, because a lot of us trans women start out as gay men, or a lot of us kind of lean towards that. But anyway, um, uh, I don't think they were. I think they. I don't think they were just meant to be just friends. Or it's out like because the anime I guess is like kind of censored. So like, hold on, look up free manga. Well, not free manga. Free. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Hmm. Okay. So what I'm getting, so what I'm sorry, like just looking it all up and just making sure, and this looks horrifying. Is that it's one of the that's why I was like kind of having a hard time explaining it because like they're not gay, but they are. It's not like they're bi. It's like basically they tease that they're gay. They're queer baiting. That's what Free does. Is I guess queer baiting is the best way to have it. We watched episode 1, but they are homes for homies for. um, mm, kind of. It's like how do I say this? They heavily, incredibly heavily imply that they are gay. Like super, like really heavily imply that they're gay, but they don't commit to it. Like it's like they're using the like you know, I don't know if that's if you know this, but like in you know in like in K-pop or like idol culture, when idols like being cutesy with each other, and they kind of do this thing where like they kind of act gay, I guess. Like they act like they're together, like kiss, like near kissing, intense touching, stuff like that for the fans. That's what Free does, basically. Where like it's not that they're gay. That sounds so weird to say because like who's what's gay? But yeah, it's not that they're like actually gay, but it's so heavily implied that they are, and or it's like teasing the audience, being like, well, they're kind of gay. I mean, look at, I mean, they're looking at each other that way, like. So it's like they aren't, but they are. I give her ears because like this. The reason why it looks so weird is because like she has no ears. Put her eyes down. Or it's like fan servicey. This is so deep. Yes, it's very yeah, you don't. It's very queer baity, I guess. If you were to, if there was to put like actual words to it, where they heavily imply or like insinuate characters are gay or like could or like other people of the same sex or LGBT in some way. But then like at the last minute, they're like, nope, we lied. They're not gay. Or like they're just kind of like teasing, being like, well, they could be, but never explicitly saying they are or are not. So yes, they aren't gay, but they are. If they're portrayed as gay. I guess the better word is kind of like how what's it called? I'm trying to give like a better example because I feel like the K-pop thing is kind of specific to like my niche. Um, mm, Basically, think of it as like, you know how like the love interest is like portrayed as just the friend or like the best friend trope? That's what free and like a lot of gay, quote unquote gay and sports anime are. It's a lot of implying that they are a thing, or like implying that they like each other without being explicit about it. And it happens a lot as well in like outside of that kind of anime, where there's been authors and such that wanted a gay character or want like a character that wanted was LGBT in some way, but because of censorship and all that stuff, they weren't able to get that. So they only imply like that someone likes someone more than they do, or like with girls it's a lot easier because like again it's more like fan servicey, but like it's for men it's a little different. It's a little different. Yeah, that's just. If that makes sense. Remind me of Skate of the Infinity. Literally, yep, that. That's one of them. I'm pretty sure. I think. A lot of it is just gay people being gay, and then other people not liking that they're gay, and so they make them less gay. Like this. Oh, work. I don't know. I'm not vibing with this one anymore. I feel like I need like an actual. Oh. Ah! I feel like I need like an actual person. I just straight up take a picture. I'ma hold it out. If I still feel this way after a bit, I'll change and go back to the other one. Cause I don't know how to feel. So many feel ways that I probably shouldn't be feeling, but not in like a good way. Kind of way. Short things up. Let me just go back. And then push your neck in a little bit. That's probably effect I put like a harsh line here. Just actually, let me see if I can blur and see if that makes a difference. And it's just so weird the way I did it. Just look all blobby. I guess this is better, but like, not really. I'm going to commit scream. Why can I do this right? I think it's so cute. I haven't really watched this show. I just know of it. So hold on. I mean, all of them are cute. I'm more into like the Bara-E characters. So like, I mean, they're pretty and cute, but like I'm more so into like, I don't know, what's his face? I saw a picture of him. He's the one with the green hair in this. I like tan skin with large muscles. Visually. Like, if of all the men, I prefer him. He gives himbo energy. I like himbo energy. I like the himbos. I think I said him as if you could see it, but like, you know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, good gent. My good gentleman. I like what I did here. Like, I like the art of it, but it's like, I don't really like what I did here. I think if I wasn't so tired and it was a different day, I'd probably be able to, I'd be able to like think this through. But my brain is not working for this. My brain is like, no, this is good, but like maybe don't. Yeah. I'm keeping this though because I do really want to do it someday. Like probably render it out. But so far I'm leaning towards. I'm just gonna render this out, which probably isn't gonna be too hard. It's just basically a picture of a barrel. Which actually, you know what? I could just download barrel transparent PNG. Hold on. Barrel. Hurry up. Hurry up. Barrel transparent PNG. I'm just looking at the barrels. Now I'm gonna draw it. Just keep drawing it, keep rendering it out, see what I can do. Because I like this idea more. Like first, let me actually make it like equal. I got a wrong layer. Gosh. Yes. I haven't watched it either, but I've seen clips with my cousin. Ah, I see. Yes, they are all very beautiful men's. Let's try these. It's still not gonna be like super clean, cause like again, this is mainly like a sketch, kind of like just for fun deal, rather than like a making its own thing kind of deal. But like, they're just trying to clean it up as much as I can, but clean enough to post it, I guess, is the right way to like word it. I'll switch to that one. This one. Let me turn it up all the way. Give him a smooth look. Make her all like smooth. Yeah. I'm vibing. I'm doing it. I think this is right. This feels right. Wake up, bitch. Not you guys, not me. I'm talking to myself. I'm sure y'all are awake just fine. And that's very. I want to make it a little bigger so it's like just one line it basically, or one stroke it. That sounds really gross. Do you know what I mean? Let's try these. I like the Tana anime characters always. Yeah, for some reason they always are like, let's make the best character designs, the can characters, and then sideline them and never talk about them again. Or like make them like. Yeah, that always happens. It's always like they're never like the main character, and if they are, it's like, I don't know. I like how I was gonna continue with like, well, if they are, then, and I don't have a then because I can't really think of any main tan characters. Other than like that one girl from that one like love manga or anime where it's like she's like a swimmer or something. I think they're considered geru. No, geru is a type of a specific styling. Tan is just a tan person. I mean, they sometimes lean more into geru, but like it's not usually. But like in anime, it's not considered geru. It's just tan Asian girls. So like, yes. Geru is like basically what Jinko does. Jinko is considered a gal, which is a form of geru. Where it's the fake blonde hair, blue contacts, somewhat skimpy clothing. What's it called? Usually tan skin, but Junko just doesn't have that part. It's really like the more appealing version of the gal style, like the more socially appealing. While Geru is very much like against social norms, basically taking what people find the least attractive. Not the least attractive, but like taking what people find the most not offensive either. It's like stuff that people wouldn't lean towards, I guess, like the most unconventional beauty standards, and then mashing them into one style, like crazy eyeliner, crazy hair, crazy outfits, crazy accessories. The more Valley Girl kind of style, rather than like the plain Jane kind of look. Basically that. Let's use these. Well, the girls we're talking about are just tan characters that just are tan, rather than like people who like are part of that specific subcategory or that specific category of style. Yes. I know a lot about Aoi is not Geru either. She's just tan. But yeah, that's basically what the anime was. That she was the other lady was in. She like her hair was she had bleached hair, but that's because she swam so much that her hair began to turn like a paler color, which is a thing. Like that I've seen it happen, and that even happens in the sun too. If you're outside for too long, it could bleach your hair. So yeah. Though if it gets to that point, it's probably bad to like. If it gets to that point, then you probably want to put on a shit ton of sunblock, because that could be like really bad. Like sun cancer kind of bad, or skin cancer kind of bad. Sun cancer. Okay. Like I'm lining it. I could just erase. I'd rather draw it than what's the word? Then take a picture, just because I'm really bad at photo editing. So yeah. I don't know why. Like I'm really bad at editing photos. That's why I don't really, even on my IRL Instagram, I don't, at most I put like some like filters to like emphasize the color, like the saturation. But other than that, it's no editing whatsoever. And it's just because I'm really bad at editing. I tried using this app for a while, not to use it, if that makes sense. Like for my normal pictures, I wouldn't use it, but for like things when I wanted to look more like extravagant or like photo shoot-esque, like I'd like use the like clear my skin or like smoothen my skin and all that stuff. But most of the time my skin is just the same. Like I show my texture and all that stuff, cause ain't no one should be afraid of skin texture. If you're afraid of skin texture, you need to stop, because everybody has it, even celebrities with thousands of dollars to get it. Oh my god, I'm like still so sleepy. and I really want to watch YouTube. I kind of don't want to stream right now, not gonna lie. I'm like in a, streaming bad. No, I'm just kind of tired. I want to chill. That's what this stream is so like, somewhat chill. It's chiller than usual. Like I'm not talking as much. And I'm not really bringing up a lot of stuff. Because a lot of stuff that I watched recently was like, not controversial, but like, stuff that like, basically like stuff like people like from the right wing have been like, basically I watched a video on like people spreading misinformation or like disinformation, I guess is another word for it, and then like painting people, especially trans people, as really like as evil child predators, and like overblowing what is actually happening, ignoring certain nuances and all that stuff, and then going on to be like, they're evil, and because this handful of trans people are bad, all of them are bad. And it's like, what? No, crazy. And it's like, yeah, it's just a lot of that stuff that was going around on my feed, because it was just like, for some reason, all this weekend it was just that. I'm just like, what are they gonna talk about? Oh, I actually did read some horror manga. Well, not read, but it's like I skimmed through it. I'm only one here anyway. Yeah, it's fine. It's okay to be the only one here. But yeah. I did read a bunch of horror manga though. Well, again, not read. I skim horror manga. I prefer to look at the gore of it rather than like actually read it. Because a lot of times it's really easy to understand the general story. Of course, like if there's like certain like not nuances. I keep want to say nuances. There's certain story beats I'll miss probably because of it, but like overall I get it. Like there's this one manga I read and I got so confused just because I'm dumb. And I actually was reading, like I was actually reading it. It was like I forgot the name. It was like Magical Girl Apocalypse. I was talking about it just yesterday. And I was reading it and I could not follow the story. My brain just turned off a bit into it, and I had to look up episodes to like things to find out what it's like about. I mean, like the twists in it. Like there's a lot of twists throughout the whole thing. I'm just like, oh yeah, I was able to like brain all this. Also, I keep forgetting to call my freaking doctor for stuff. I just realized I probably should call them now, but oh well. Streaming is way more fun. I know I should probably. I'm gonna add a little thingy. There's always like that little like thing on a barrel, a little strap. Bottom piece. Chill. Little strappy bit. Okay, bye-bye. Since I'm really tired, I'm probably just gonna end stream now. I'm gonna end stream now, and then... No, I'm not. I'm gonna finish this. I'm just gonna sketch it more. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I keep saying bye in that weird accent. Just bye-bye. Because it's like from Hocus Pocus, which for some reason stuck with me, even though I barely remember. I mean, I remember it, it's just that it's not like as impactful as some things. But for some reason, that bye-bye is in my head, like, rent-free. For, like, it's been in my head for, like, years. Do I really want to run around all that freaking... kind of do. That was meant to be like just like a simple, well, not simple, but like easy sketch, but oh. Let me see if there's like any like hands I can just like straight up use. Just like just like a peace sign out of the barrel. Just so peace. I was thinking if I could use her hands. I was like, that one wouldn't work. I don't know if it like looks relaxed, but it's really hard. Like, this hand looks relaxed, but it's like it looks a little wonky with the relaxed. It's like a hands out there, like money. This could work. It's not the bestest, but it's like better than nothing. Whack! Yes, whack! Man, I might as well go Apocalypse. It's pretty good. I wish I wasn't as confusing. I was just going in being like, oh, this is gonna be a fun, weird story about freaking killer magical girls. And then it went even crazier than that, and it broke me a little bit. Just a wee bit. Broke me only a little. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Smash it there. And then we mix. Okay. Oh, now we get somewhere. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do all the like extra. Not extra, but like all the little knives, because oh my god, that's the main work that I really don't want to do. I didn't even. Gosh, why do I keep doing that on? That's why it's because it's slightly up. Anyway. Yeah, it looks good. Pardon me. Make sure that's not on, just like. And then put the shadows here. Okay. Then just some little bit of rendering should do. Just that it's not as like rounded. Then a little bit of blur. Do it over again. So I'm just making weird sounds now, just because I'm See, make sure it looks good and fairly fleshed out, but not completely. If it's completely fleshed out, then what's the point? So I'm like looking at the thing up there. Why are you not looking? Oh, of course. Of course my mouse they're acting wonky. Huh. Okay, I think I like this. I think I'm vibing. I think I'm vibing. There we go. Maybe I should do a multiply instead of just straight up coloring over it. So multiply. Ah. I'm gonna use some of the blood to line it a little bit. Like you can see like which ones like where. Ah, no. Get the red. And then make it a little larger. So it's soaking through. And then little drips as it gets more to the there that isn't falling over. Now the hard part. What are the things I have to do? What do I have to do the one where it's like a bunch of knives and other stuff? I could try copying and pasting a bunch of stuff, but still. Turn this off too. There we go. Yes, I like this so far. For a minute, I'm going to add a little bit of shading because it's missing a lot of shading. Pardon me. Pardon me, yeah. And now white. There's a little bit of lining. No lighting. I'm literally about to fall asleep. Oh my god. I think I got the idea down. God, finish it. Let me do. At some point, I am going to take a knife, make it all like pretty and line it. Well, not pretty, but like do a general like shape of it, and then just copy and paste it all over the barrel at different angles, and render it out. Cause yes, I think this is pretty good for what it is, though. I'm not sure if a whole person could fit in that, but like, yeah, I think it could be bigger. But oh well. It's only a little artsy, okay? It's not meant to be super realistic. And first, let me do that. I did that wrong. I did it wrong this time. Okay, and I feel like I'm like trying to stop it, and like immediately go back into doing it. Maybe like darker on the top and then get lighter at the bottom because the light is hitting it. I don't know. Yes. Okay. Maybe add a bit of texturing before I go. Just quick texturing. Just very quick. Ah, why are you not connecting? Oh. I think it feels very different when doing art that's like personal on stream, just because like unlike things like commissions, I don't really have a motivation to like keep it like super like I don't have to use my brain too much compared to like commission work. Okay, I'm just gonna render out a little bit of shine. A little bit. There we go. Okay. I think I'm good. I think I'm good for now. I will continue this either off stream or slightly in a different stream. It depends, cause like I do like this idea, but my brain is like turning off and be like, no, sorry, you can't do this. You're boring and you suck. No, of course, not actually doing that, but yes. Ooh, the dogs are barking. Okay, I guess I gotta go. This is a very abrupt treatment. Okay, bye-bye.